Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tim from Move to Improve SCI and Adaptively Abled Fitness. Today, I just want to take you through basic push-up progressions. So I'm going to start with the setup and work through a couple push-ups from easier to a little more difficult. A couple things I want you to notice first, though, okay? So one, if you look back, my ankles are on a foam roll. Now you can use a foam roll, or you can roll up a towel, or maybe roll up a sheet. I'm doing that for a number of reasons. One, for ankle support, and two, for joint integrity. Even though we may not be able to feel them and we might not be using them, we still need to protect our joints. All right. Second thing I want you to notice is that I'm actually on carpet and I'm wearing pants. So if you tend to work out on a hard surface, you're gonna want to do something to protect your knees and any bony areas that may be exposed. Okay, we all know the dangers associated with skin breakdowns, so skin integrity is super important. Okay, so if you're on a hard surface, I'd suggest getting a carpet square, or taking a yoga mat and folding it over a few times, wearing pants, something. Keep that in mind whenever you start an exercise program. As I get into the setup, I want you to notice a couple of things. I want you to take a look at my elbows. They're not going to be flared out to the side. I want you more so in like the 45-degree angle, right? So somewhere between elbow straight to, right next to you, tucked into the side, and flared out completely. If you were to be over me looking down, I don't want to see your body in the shape of a T. I want you more in the shape of like an arrow, okay? So your hands are going to be more under your shoulders and under your armpits, and your elbows are going to be at about 45 degrees.
This first variation is just a basic push-up where I'm really trying to focus on the mind-muscle connection and creating peak contraction at the top with my chest. I am thinking about squeezing my chest away from the ground. I'm not pressing myself away from the ground, but I'm squeezing myself up to create that peak contraction at the top while bracing my abs. I'll make another video in the future about the difference between abdominal bracing versus abdominal hollowing. The second variation is just a tempo push-up where I'm using a 4-2-1 ratio to increase my time under tension. I'm holding the peak contraction up top for 2 seconds, and I'm holding the full stretch down bottom for 2 seconds. On the way up, I'm exploding up in 1 second, but I'm taking 4 seconds to lower myself down. This third variation is a hand release push-up where I am creating an even greater stretch when I'm on the ground, but I'm also removing any opportunity to use momentum to move my weight around at all. So you'll see I lift my hands off the ground for 2 seconds, I press myself up, I hold the peak contraction for 2 seconds, and I slowly lower myself down to release my hands again for 2 seconds. This fourth variation is the old diamond push-up that creates an even greater strain for the long head of your tricep and works the inner part of your chest a little bit more. This next variation is my personal favorite and so difficult, the fingertip fly push-up. As you squeeze away from the ground, you rotate your upper body towards your elevated hand, which creates the greatest chest contraction of any variation when your hand actually crosses the midline of your chest. Hold that for 2 seconds and slowly lower yourself down to full stretch. This final variation is a fun one, the alternating press fly combo. You'll need a book or an object that slides easily. The dominant mover will be your pressing hand, but will be aided by the fly hand while pushing and pulling the book towards or away from you as part of the secondary mover. If you don't have great core stability, like me, this one's a challenge for sure. Leave a comment below telling me which one you enjoyed trying the most, which one's your favorite, and why. Good luck.